Hi everyone, I'm Pheona Phalane from Zanini Raskororo, a 24-year-old lady. I'm the owner of Phalmosh Poultry Farm, which is also located in Zanini Raskororo in Hlohlokwe village. I've studied BA in Criminology and Psychology and furthered my studies with Criminology and Criminal Justice honors degree. I'm currently registered with Rhodes University doing a social learning stakeholder engagement, and I'm registered with the Circle of Global Business Women, which we are doing it with Gordon Institute of Business Science. That is what I am currently doing, running the business and studying with two universities or two institutions. I grew up under a family of believers. I was raised by my grandmother while my mother was studying, and from primary I've been helping my grandmother with selling snacks and what she harvests from her farming, and that I think it taught me to be a kid who's always willing to learn and also being able to count money, how to sell, how to make profit. That's how I've been doing with the training of my grandmother. And in high school I had a friend who she also believed in investing. I'm someone who believes in investing. I remember when we were 16, we started a sort of stokvel whereby we were saving R2 each and every day. That would help us at the end of the year after our examinations. And when I was 15, I remember I joined a stokvel whereby I was saving my social grant money. I was saving R100 every month. I was giving my grandmother that when she goes to meet with the women, she should also save for me so that I can get it at the end of the year. I can buy whatever I want. I started buying Christmas clothes with my money, so from the age of 15. So that's what I've learned, that investing is the key. I loved investing. In grade 12, savings which we used to apply in varsity. Yeah, and I went to University of Limpopo in 2015, where I enrolled for BA in Criminology, and in 2018 I enrolled for my honors. So that's my background in a nutshell and how I grew up. And also I feel like what I've been practicing at high school has taught me to believe in saving, to view a life that I think it's simple when you save and invest. And firstly, I think it also made me think out of the box and also be open-minded, that you do not just get money and spend it on chocolates or spend it with friends, but you should save and invest in something that you love. And since I've started the business, firstly when I was 20, I joined Forever Living. I was in network marketing. I joined Forever Living, whereby I was doing a networking and marketing people to join the business. It has taught me a lot. It has taught me resilient, consistency, and it made me commit myself into what I want. I continued with network marketing. In 2018, I joined Longreach, which is also a network marketing business, whereby I used to recruit people. Well, I feel like this is what this is what has taught me to be resilient, to be committed into what I've put myself into. There are a lot of challenges in business, but I insisted that I want to be in, I want to be counted in, and I want to endure the pain and the challenges so that I learn and grow. I'm never a person who wanted to be in a comfort zone, which makes me challenge myself every time I get a chance to challenge myself. Well, that's how I started doing these things of hustling. And when I graduated in 2019, I sat at home for like 3 months, and I felt like I can't continue to apply for jobs with the money that I do not have. How about I take my savings? I had my little savings, and I take the money that I've been applying for and start something of my own. Well, I thought of it. It didn't even take me like a week to start the business, because I was so eager. I was very eager to start it, and that's what is helping me. I'm someone who believes in change. I feel like I'm the change I've been waiting for. I do not wait for someone to help me. I do not wait for someone to tell me what to do with my life, whereas I can do that thing myself. I remember in university I was a peer counselor for 2 years, from 2016-2017, helping people with mental breakdown, people who are suffering psychologically, and people who could not talk to people. There are people who are going through a lot, but we as students, we do not pay attention to that, because we all came there to learn. So I volunteered to be a peer counselor, to be part of the peer counselors, so that I can be able to recognize such people and be able to help them through their challenges. When we are in university, we experience a lot of things. People lose their loved ones, people have breakdowns, people fail. There are a lot of things that people face. So it is important for students like us, who are willing and who have time to dedicate to such programs, to join. So I joined the program for 2 years, which I've been serving there at Student Counseling and Development. In 2018, I thought I should join something that will at least give me an income, a stipend. So I joined a computer lab, whereby I was a lab assistant, because I was studying honors and I didn't know whether I was gonna get a bursary. So I joined the lab assistants, whereby we were getting paid, I think it was 24 rand per hour. Well, I dedicated the money for my fees, because I didn't know that I was gonna get a bursary. But then in mid-year I got a bursary, and I was saving that money for when I leave university, because I didn't know what the world has for me after graduations. And after graduations, yes, I sat for 3 months, and I thought I should start something, and the idea of poultry came in mind, and it was something that I would really love and invest my time with. Remember, you cannot just do something because you want money. You should also do something that you could be able to wake up, get out of bed with joy, and go do it with excitement and go serve people. So I chose poultry because I believed that women need to be in food security, food supply, food production, and be empowered. So I joined because I also wanted to be empowered and empower others. And there are a lot of challenges that I've faced through that. In my entrepreneur life, I chose entrepreneurship because I believed that I can do it. Remember, we are given the power. God has given us the power, so it's up to you whether to exercise the power or not. So I believe in becoming whatever that I want to with the power that God has given me. That's why I chose entrepreneurship, to be independent, to not rely on someone to give me salary, but to make an income for myself. And that has been working for me. It has been working, and I've been doing well, surviving with the little that I have. And I would say that I'm grateful for the Lord for that, because there were a lot of challenges. We still have challenges, and I don't think they will stop. As we are running our businesses, as we are hustling, we will come across challenges and distractions, but that's part of life. So I went through different things, I went through difficulties, but I believe that they built me. I'm the person I am now because of the things that I went through, and it affected me mentally and emotionally, but I thank God that they didn't break me, or they didn't derail me and delay me in life. They pushed me to go further, and to push more to greatness. And there are things that I had to learn, and there are things that I had to unlearn and relearn. Well, I had to learn to be able to be patient with people, to do whatever that you want to do, no matter your character, because I'm someone who's very shy, I'm reserved, and I felt like I can't be someone who sells things because I'm shy. Well, the people do not buy your energy, they do not buy your bubbliness, but they buy the quality, they buy your service, how you treat them. You can be bubbly but be rude, and you can be shy but be kind and humble. So it is important to master yourself in that way, that okay, I believe that with the character that I have, I can be able to serve people. That's important, that you have a character of working with people. No matter your shyness, you can still work with people. I have a message or an advice for our youth. With the current situation that we are facing in South Africa, which is unemployment and also the pandemic that we've been experiencing, and we're still experiencing it. Well, our youth, what I've realized about us youth is that we like depending on other people, other organizations, other programs. We feel like the government is not doing enough with the issue of unemployment, but at the same time, we are not doing enough to be able to help the government to create jobs. Remember, if the government would like to invest in youth, they'll have to look at programs that can help youth to be developed and also to be hired. If the government has funds for businesses, and us as youth, we are not taking steps to implement our ideas, to implement businesses that we want to, and execute them, the government will not do anything. And another thing is that there are a lot of youth that are in this hustling thing, this entrepreneurship thing, but their documentation is poor. You find someone selling something, but they are not registered, they do not have a business, they are just selling, which is also the mistakes that we are doing. We are not cooperating with the government, we are not following steps and procedures to be able to receive a help from the government. So that's what is also making the situation to be more tricky and to be difficult. You hear people saying that others received fundings, received money, but we didn't receive. But if you were to check the documentation, what is it that they are doing and what is it that they are not doing, you will realize that these people, even if you were to help them, they are not following the steps. Remember, entrepreneurship, if it was easy, everyone will do it and everyone will be successful. But it's not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted. So when you enter into the industry, you need to make sure that you are willing, you are committed, you have this perseverance to push, and you will insist, you will persist, you will prepare for the challenges ahead, but you will not quit. It's important that you prepare yourself for the world and follow all the steps that are needed for you to qualify for certain things. And another thing is that our people are sitting with ideas that can come in handy in our economy, can come in handy in our rural areas. There are a lot of facilities that we need, but because we are sitting with ideas, we cannot implement those. We feel like we do not have enough resources, we do not have enough capital to do some certain things. But we need to start, we need to register your business, write your business plan, get second-hand material and start doing something. There are a lot of lodges around whereby someone with a swimming skill can go and rent their swimming pools on a weekly basis, whereby the person can teach people how to swim and they pay. There are a lot of kids who are drowning because they are not able to swim. If someone could give that skill to someone, I feel like we can beat a lot of challenges. We can be able to move forward as a country and as communities. And another thing is that when you are doing a business, you need to know why you are doing it, how are you going to do it, and what will you be doing. I think that's important. And by saying why, I do not mean that you want to be successful, you want to make money. That's obvious. We all are. We are in it because of that. But the why, your value proposition, what are you adding value to? Who are you adding value to? What is your target market? You are doing, for example, I'm running a poultry farm which sells veggies as well, because I want to give my people a balanced diet. My customers deserve to have a balanced diet, deserve to have a protein which is highly recommended and it's good for the body, and they need to also have an alkaline food, which are our veggies. So having to give people a balanced diet from just the farm is something that I'm willing to do, and also provide a food security which in our country it's lacking. So that's what I am doing, and I am willing to do it for years. And as I grow, there are more ideas that will be coming. So these are the things that we should be doing, adding value to people also through employment. We are creating employment by just running our business, which is also good. So I'm saying to our youth, do not deny someone a daily bread because you are sitting on your ideas. It's important that you do not delay your idea. You start with what you have wherever you are. You'll hear someone say that if I was in Joburg, I'll sell stock because things are cheap there. Like, why don't you start wherever you are with what you have and sell a service, sell a product? Maybe you'll find money to go to Joburg and buy stock, or maybe you can relocate, but for now, start where you are. It is important. It is important to start where you are, and I would advise you to start with the little that you have. You have capital to buy data, you have capital to buy fishing that is being introduced, but you cannot start the business because you do not have enough capital. I feel like you are robbing yourself an opportunity to be someone great. You are denying yourself an opportunity to help people out there who are unemployed. You are denying yourself an income that will come and cover those expenses that you are currently covering with the money that you have. And you can still save, you can still invest in other things. And another thing that I want to say is that there are a lot of investors out there who are watching and they cannot invest in something that does not exist. So start with what you have, and people will come and help you. People will come and support you. There are a lot of strangers who are waiting to support you. That's my advice. I thank you, and I believe that with the little that I've shared, you can be able to go and start something. You can have a courage to start somewhere, as I've started. I believe that if I can start something and succeed, someone else can do it. And I believe that if someone did it, I can also do it. So that's my advice. Thank you so much.